when you're ready. Just turn my headphones up a little bit and we can go. Let's get it. North, west, south, east. Hey, call the state your name, you online with the G. North, west, south, east. Where you from? What's on your mind? What you know? What you think? North, west, south. Hey, it's all good on some things, but just agree to disagree. North, west, south, east. Oh yeah, you're in the circle with the chief with true speed. Hey, what's on your mind? Hey, let's talk about it. What's going down in your town? Hey, let's talk about it. Rep your city, state, and side when we talk about it. Truthfully speaking, it's where everybody talking about it. Yeah, we worldwide when they talk about us. Inspiring, changing lives when they talk about us. Special guests, open panel, all type of topics, changing information, free your mind, iron sharpen iron. Yeah, we online with the check-in. You better know we outside with the check-in. Man, we going worldwide with the check-in. Like, share, subscribe when the Chiefs about to check in. Yeah, it's going down. Check in. Sharing knowledge of the mind when we check in. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. You check in, hit the bell, get notified when the Chiefs about to check in. Yeah. This is how it's going down, man. This is the new wave of internet radio, podcasting. Yeah, truthfully speaking, Chief Cali. Yeah, check in. One time for your host checking in. Yeah, one and only Chief Cali.
Halito, what it do, tribe? What's happening with you? Check this out, man. I wanted to come on, and please, bear with me, man. I'm down bad right now. I'm sick as a dog right now. So I'm trying to get through this. But I didn't want to wait to do this video. I couldn't post on my other channel because I'm in YouTube jail right now, for a week, so I decided to come over here because I didn't want to wait to do this video. So you guys can just share this out to the people, man. I just wanted to come on just to show my love, my support to my sisters that I've encountered on this World Wide Web, who have, and some of them I've actually encountered, and I've actually met them in real life. Matter of fact, let me say this. February 22nd, I did a 110th project. I did a 110th project where I gave back to the city of Atlanta. In my community, we gave out tents, we gave out healthcare bags, we gave out food to the people of Atlanta, Georgia. Um, One of my corporate sponsors was these sisters from the Sisterhood. Okay, they call themselves the Sisterhood, and they came through. They came through to make sure the people of Atlanta had tents. They also came through and they said to me, "Hey, while you're doing the 110th project, while you're doing the 110th project in Atlanta, we're going to do the same thing in Houston, Texas." And when they sent me that text message, that meant a lot to me, because this was something that I was actually trying to do the first time I did the 110th project, was trying to get people in different cities at the same time to do what I was doing in their city also. It could be, the 110th, it could be the 100 Cokes in another city. It could be 100 sandwiches in another city. It could be 100 shoes in another city. I don't care. Um, but the fact that these sisters messaged me and said that they were going to do the same thing in Houston, Texas, at the same time I was doing my event, because they wanted to stand in solidarity with me, and show their support for what they were doing with me. I want to thank those sisters. They were a big part of helping the 110th project go down here in Atlanta, Georgia. Those ladies came through when they put the message out. The tents were needed. They put the message out. Those their supporters came through. Money was coming through for tents. Money was coming through for healthcare products. Money was coming through for food. So I thank those sisters, for helping the 110th project be a success that it was. Not only did they uh, monetarily send money in, they also physically, there were some sisters who physically came and represented for the sisterhood in the physical form. Also, there was physical representation of these ladies' sisterhood. Okay, so they didn't play no games. Not only did they donate monetarily, they showed up with representation in the physical form to make sure the 110th Project went over well in Atlanta. Um, and it was a beautiful thing. Now, from what I understand, they were not they were not able to do the their event in Houston at the time because the weather. I think it was a bad weather situation going on, which actually seems to have turned out to be kind of a blessing in disguise because some of the sisters who saw them at the 110th Project wanted to be a part of the Houston Project. So it kind of turned out to be a blessing in disguise that they weren't able to do it at the time they wanted to because they pushed the date back and they did it on their own. They still, and what I'm saying is the fact that these sisters went out and stood on business. They didn't just talk. They're not on the internet just talking, being messy, being involved in negativity, tearing people down. They said that what they wanted to do, and they did it. They came through and did it. So the sisters set a date about going out on their own to help the community, to give back to the community. And these sisters did just that, So I do want to pull up this video in just a second, and I want to show you their event. But I heard there were people who flew in from other cities to come help these sisters with their project. And I just want to salute to those sisters, salute to your sisterhood. And I want you to, stay encouraged. I want you to continue to do what you're doing, man. It's nothing wrong with helping humanity. There is nothing wrong with helping humanity. And don't let anybody make you feel bad or try to talk down on you for helping humanity. Any people talking down on helping humanity are the scumbag of the earth. They are simply the earth's scumbag. There's never a reason that you should talk down on positivity. Ever, ever. There's never, ever. You don't realize how bad you look talking down on somebody else who is actually helping humanity, especially when you're not helping humanity. There's no documentation of you doing anything for anybody. We can't pull up any record of you doing anything to help anybody, but we can pull up all kind of records of you being on this world wide web, being messy boots and arguing and angry, screaming and yelling and tearing down other people. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that anybody could talk about somebody doing something good and you're not, there's no documentation of anything you do. It just proves that you're the scumbag of the earth. You're just simply scumbag. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing, being a scumbag. Okay. So let's pull this video up real quick and let's check out the sisters from the sisterhood, man, and see what they did.
On March the 8th of 2025, members of our sisterhood came together to feed 100 homeless individuals in the downtown area of Houston. We prepared 100 sack lunches, each containing a turkey or ham sandwich, a bag of chips, a piece of fruit, and a bottle of water. Once everything was packed all up, we loaded the truck and drove over 50 minutes to our destination. Sadly, the reality of Houston homeless population is very overwhelming, but we were grateful to offer a small act of kindness. Upon arrival, we set up the table, we organized the lunches, and we handed them out one by one. The experience was deeply humbling, reminding us of the importance of giving back. This event was inspired by our brother Cali, and don't forget our Nigerian princess Cora, whose generosity and compassion continue to motivate us all the way. On behalf of our sisterhood, I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to everyone who contributed, whether through donations, words of encouragement, or simply spreading the message. Our sisterhood is built on a foundation of support, love, and empowerment, and I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of this incredible community.
Now sit back and enjoy the behind-the-scenes look at this amazing event.
Y'all don't even know how happy that makes me feel. Y'all have no idea how happy that makes me feel, man. There's a few things, right? And y'all go check out my girl. Let's talk about it with Amora. That's my sister, man. That's her sisterhood over there. Y'all go make sure y'all subscribe to that sister's channel. Let's talk about it with Amora. um, there's a few things that make me happy about that video, you know. And I'll say this: one is the fact that them sisters stood on their business. They stood on their word. They could have, said, we'll catch this next year. They showed you that they were not just talking. They showed you that they wasn't just talking about wanting to help, give back. Um, they also, they wanted to show by demonstration where their hearts were, where their hearts really were, because they could have simply just not did it. Hey, we missed the 110th project, we missed the doing what we said we was going to do with the 110th project. Yeah, they could have just not did it. They could have went about their way. Oh, we'll catch it next year. But they stood on business and said that this is what we want to do. We said we want to do this. And the fact that the sister, and she didn't even have to do this, she put it in her video that I was one of the people who inspired their event, right? This is what I be saying about, when you look back at your life 5 years from now, will you be happy about the things you've done? You know, this is what I was talking about when I said, my mom is proud of me. My mother, I went home and my mother was proud of me. My mother even wanted to get down here to the event to help her son give back to the community because that's what my mother does. She has her own foundation. So the fact that um, I know my mother is proud of me for being an inspiration positively to other people in the universe makes me proud. It makes me happy. And this is the same reason I brought the youth out, the children out, because I want them to be proud of me also when I'm gone. When they're out here giving back to the community, or when I say giving back to the community, it doesn't always mean feeding the less fortunate. It could be mentoring. It could be doing projects, putting on events. It could be anything. It doesn't mean just feeding the less fortunate, but you can't go wrong with feeding people. You can't go wrong with that. I do multiple things. I have my hands in multiple things, dealing with family, children, and the community. But the fact that someone is actually on record saying this brother helped inspire, I was inspired positively by this brother's energy. I could have inspired, how many people are out here inspiring people with negative energy, inspiring our youth with negative energy, inspiring our people with negative energy for someone to say, you know, um, this brother was an inspiration. He was one of the inspirations that made me want to do this. And I felt good doing it. It makes me feel happy. It makes me feel makes me, and I am so happy that you ladies pulled this off. Shout out to your sisterhood. And I want y'all to keep build off of this. Build off of this. Get out the mud. Get out the mud with the nobodies. Uh, Trying to drag you in and want to play with you in the mud. They want you to stay dirty in the mud. Y'all are better than them. Y'all are better than what they're doing. All right. As you're helping people, listen here, sisterhood. Listen here. Just in we just started the year off. We're in our third month of the year. And in 3 months of starting the year, the beginning of the year, your sisterhood has already helped two communities in two different states, in two different events. You know, in, y'all have helped two different communities in two totally different states. Just 3 months into the year. Not only that, I know Miss Amora, she's out here not withholding her knowledge of how she's become successful with her YouTube channel. I know she's giving back to her supporters. She's giving back to her supporters, teaching her supporters the game that she's learned on how to get her channel to where it is right now. And you have so many people who know the game, but withhold the game because they don't want you. They want you to do good, but they don't want you to be better than them. But I'm not seeing that with this lady, Miss Amore. She's actually giving back to her supporters, the people who pour into her. She's taking the time out of her time to give back to them and say, hey, I'm going to teach you what I know. I'm not going to withhold it. And I want your channel to also flourish too. You can hear many people tell you when they encountered Miss Amore, and I'm one of them. She has said it to me many times about getting your page monetized so you can make money off these channels. There are many people who is documented on record telling you when they talk to that lady behind the scenes, that's one of the things she want to do is help you move forward. Another thing is we watch this lady get attacked on this World Wide Web after helping people. People use her. People, because her heart is good, people use her. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to my sister Amore. Shout out to my sister. Shout out to your sisterhood. Shout out to my sister Jeannie. Shout out to all the ladies that I'm connected to on this World Wide Web. And if you noticed about me, I haven't switched sides yet because I don't resonate with those other people. Now, you have to ask yourself, y'all are two different states already. At the start of the year, two different states, the sisterhood has been involved in two events, giving back to two different communities, touching people's lives positively in whole different states. Now, let's find out what your haters are doing. Nothing. Nothing. They're angry. They're mad. They're screaming. They're yelling. They're coming after you. They're doing exactly what they're supposed to do. They have a job to do, and that's to hate. Yeah, they have a job to do. They're just simply doing their job. That's what they're supposed to do. Exactly what they're doing. You're not the same. You have to take their hate and use it as motivation. Y'all are better than them. Y'all are better than what they're doing. They're not doing anything for anybody. They're doing exactly what they're supposed to do as haters, as crabs in the barrels. They're going to talk about the good you're doing. They're going to talk about the good you're doing. Then they're going to hate on the good you're doing, right? They're going to hate on it. And then guess what they're going to do after that? They're going to copy you. They're going to copy what you're doing. If you pay attention, everything Miss Amora does out here, these folks go and copy it. They sit quietly and they watch my sister. I don't care what nobody says. They sit and they watch and they copy. When she's putting out information about how to do this with your channel and this with your channel, they're sitting back taking notes. Oh, oh yeah. Oh, okay. They're leeches. They don't want to do good. They don't want to help anybody. Another thing I want to shout out before I go is I saw my brother Jay, Miss Amora's husband, in the video also helping. I want to shout out brothers like Brother Jay, and I want to shout out brothers like Brother Greg Bontine, who was at the 110th Project. Um, I love the fact that there are some strong men behind these women. I love the support. I love the support. I love the fact that my brother Greg Bontine, saw enough in me to come out and say, and he's done this multiple times. Every time I have an event, that brother comes down and he makes sure he stand next to me and we make sure we make things happen in a positive way and nobody gets hurt, nobody is harmed. Women and children are protected as they were at our event, as they were at every event. But I thank, my brother Jay for showing up with those women. He could have said, hey, go on out there and do your thing. But we saw that brother behind the scenes putting in work. And when it came time to work, he stepped to the side and he let the sisterhood do what the sisterhood does. So with that being said, shout out to the brother Jay. And shout out to my brother Greg Bontine for stepping in with me. Um, I want to thank brothers like you. I'm hoping that you brothers become more of an inspiration to other brothers to start stepping out here with these women. Excuse me, y'all. I'm hoping you inspire other brothers or we inspire other brothers to come out here um, and get behind our women, our ladies in our community, show them that there are some real men out here. We got too many Mr. Sisters out here. We got too many messy boots men out here on the internet screaming and yelling and whining and crying all day about women, arguing with women, and they're doing nothing in their life. So shout out to the real men getting behind their women in their community, their daughters in their community, and helping their people. Shout out to y'all. With that being said, you guys, sisterhood, keep doing what you're doing. You're not the same as them. You're not the same as them. Continue to build off of this. Show people how good it feels to help humanity. Build off of this. Build off of it. With that being said, I'm out of here, you guys. Shout out to the sisterhood. You sisters are brilliant.